It is day 7 of the rewire. It is currently 14 minutes past 4 and I'm about to start pulling the cables in for upstairs lights. Many reasons for this. The house is huge, there's a lot of stuff to do, there's loads of flat roofs as you can tell from here. We've got the outside lighting in and the Ring doorbell either side. The only reason I decided to record the rest of this today because you can see how much of a nightmare and how late I'm going to be here today. Bathroom stuff, hallway stuff, two-way, office, in, done, round, chased, doorbell, all ready then. So I'll show you what we're playing with, what's going up in the loft and how difficult it's going to be. Sweet. So the issue we have is the ceiling slopes off. If you can remember the first video, go up to the loft. If you can't, don't worry about it. So I'm chucking the rods up. There's flexi rods. We're going to use the magnets, the tape, all that sort of stuff. There's 2 massive purlins in the loft, as you'll see. But first job, I'm just going to try and rod as many light switches as we can. Pull the loops around because it's a feed to each switch, and then try and go to the bath. Right where I left them. Data cables, upstairs lighting circuit, 3 outside lighting circuits, a loft circuit, a power circuit for the loft. So this is what I mean. I really don't have much room whatsoever because of that purlin, and potential marathon crawl if I want to all the way down there, which I will in a little bit. So you saw where that rod was just. Theoretically, this here is the bathroom. It's just out here on the left hand side, which is a new switch that's going in for the new doorway. And it doesn't look that far away with the rod poking up, but you have to wait and see this. I messed that up, didn't I? Cool. So I did just have a cheeky peek up here. And where all these pipes go and where all these cables are, my rod is all the way over there in the distance somewhere, which I only saw it a minute ago because I decided to put a yellow rod on. But let me see if I can see it through the camera for you guys. Can you see it? I can't see anything. There should be 2 flexi rods with the beads on the end. I need to call them something else. Me and Adam used to call them something else behind the scenes, sorry. All I can hear in my ears, even though there's headphones in, there's nothing playing, is the sound of cobwebs running against my hair. I've already got a big white patch, I don't need any more. But yeah, just, that's the size of the loft. That's good, isn't it? I have seen the beads. You guys are now under the purlin. You guys can see more than me now. Down there somewhere, so a glint of beads, which I'm going to try and get the magnet to. So if I sit you guys there, I have absolutely no idea, because I can't see you, I can sort of see you. I'm really sorry if there's loads of heavy breathing, guys, but just allow it. I'm going to take the microphone off me so you don't, because it annoys me. Oh God, there's an RSJ. I'm just, please. Wow, that was fun. Right, that one is done, up and across for the bathroom. We now have one there, one here, all on the edge, should I say, of that stupid purling. It's one of them ones where you almost wish it was just, I say you almost wish. I have the power to grant this wish with power at the lights rather than the switches, but then the downstairs is the opposite way around. But if that was the most difficult one, sign me up. And then the next one, we've got down the far side, we've got one in here on the lad's room, the 2-way on the landing, and then in the master bedroom with the bed that I broke, we've got one here. And then there was meant to be 2 bedside table lights, which there still is, but they're going to be 2 hanging pendants either side of the bed, but we're doing them on Quinetic switches because the lady doesn't want any switches next to the bed. So we've obliged and came up with a solution. I'm not going to tell you how the conversation went because it was very good, but yeah, me and the husband, we just both did as we were told. So Come on, ready? I do feel like some idiots put polystyrene bits everywhere, the person who made the house before, and then I've not shown you, or I might have done on the other video, around the loft hatch they've put polystyrene fish and chip trays just either side of the loft hatch, just obviously to help out. But it is slightly boarded with doors and carpet and everything, so yeah, fish and chip tray, mint. But I can see. Yes. Right, if I'm going to do this, I've got to be smart. I've just been round trying to find a brand new full drum, and I've nearly used, without doing upstairs lights, I've nearly used 300 metres of 1mm so far. So annoyingly, I've got a pretty new drum of earth short in the van, but it's not matching in with all the other stuff. But what can you do? So that's what I've got left of my 300 metres used so far, which isn't a great deal. I've got an offcut there, so being smart, I've cut a hole, I've stuck a rod up for the bathroom light feed, sorry about the flashing. So when I'm up there I can grab that. So what I want to be doing, the switch behind me, which is the one we're going to go to first, which is our first point, our first light switch on the upstairs lighting circuit. We've got the feed up here, we've got the load, which is the light, which is the cable up into the ceiling, which you can see in the bathroom. But we're also going to take the drum cable up into the loft. So as we tie onto the rod, we pull it down, we pull in all 3 cables, and that means I can then find the next rod up there and pull all 3 cables again. So I've gone around all the kids' rooms, marked an X up on the ceiling, and there you can see that. So bring the hoover around, drill a hole, stick a rod up, and try and do a room at a time, which is loop in, loop out, and load. This is where I find out now. There's so much carpet up here. So I brought the cable stapler, but I think the cable stapler might end up being like an afterthought job, where once I've got stuff where I want it and pull stuff and see how much slack I've got, is once stuff's in and cut and how much cable's left, is then go and staple it all afterwards. Because first of all, I want it to be beautifully neat with this fabulous piece of oak. Either, I presume it's oak, looks like oak, it's brown. So yeah, but good news is, turning a U around, is we've got our rod there on the left, which is the switch, but then we can see our 2 other rods there, which is the bedroom I'm in now, the bedroom next door to it, which is fabulous, and then all the way down there, you won't be able to see, I've took another rod down, another 2 rods up and down for the light switches down there. So, and right here is just to insulate this bit here, we've got our, oh, there's the blue one here, we've got our polystyrene chip trays, just in case. Surprisingly warm. It's go time. Am I ready? No. Should I wear a mask? Yes. Have I got one? No. And because we have fabulous amounts of cable over here, this is one I made off earlier. If the camera would focus, it would say upstairs line feed. Upstairs lighting feed. With my shaky hands. Here is my wonderful rod for my bathroom light fitting, which is fed, by the sounds of it, through the tiles of the roof. So this is the thing you've got to do when you work by yourself, if you're not going up and down a billion times. It's pre-rod, cut. Obviously this would be very handy if I had 3 drums of cable that I could place down, but we don't. So we've got it taped up, we've got the rod down, we've got some slack. Let's jump down and see if everything pulls the way it should. Yes! So we've got them through where we want. I'm going to make an effort to put all the conduit on now, because I'm bonding tomorrow, so I want to get upstairs lights done. But if you haven't seen the other video, what I've decided to do, because these are 20mm mattresses, not 25, sorry, knockouts, and this is 25mm oval, I've been doing slits in it and it's actually worked really well, so it works itself as a grommet. Check around the back, we've got them all in and around. I know it looks a bit, I'd say barbaric, I wouldn't even say that, untraditional, but this then allows you to pull cables through in the future. And what I've been doing is we flare these up, and once it's bonded as well, this conduit will be staying here for the rest of time. Oh hey guys, didn't even know you were still here. What time is it? 5 to 8, alrighty then. This is now done and dusted. I've got to go in a second because the kids are about to go to bed. So the only reason I'm staying this long and doing it, one, they don't mind. Two, I'm meant to be into Ireland on Friday with Velocity and all that sort of stuff. Currently, as it stands right now, I will not be going because I am running out of time. Cables are brought up. I've started clipping the data, the smoke. We've got a floodlight, that massive bundle there is to go all the way down. That's a floodlight to go on the house on its own circuit. We've got future soffit lights, and also we've got the floodlight for the front. That one up there is 2.5 for the sockets. My stuff is all clipped all the way down, but you can see of the bundle of mess. So most of the wiring in the property, once I do the switchover day, is going to be staying in. But if I do come up into the loft, which I'm pretty sure I will, a massive majority of this, all that mess there, is going to be cut off. And I'll also show you further down where I know what's going on. But yeah, let me jump down and we'll wrap this up. But it's took me a good couple of hours faffing around, rodding backwards and forwards. But thank God the very worst one was the very first one that you guys saw. The rest of them haven't been too bad. So I'm so hungry. It's done. On. Light fitting. Last thing to do tomorrow. We've got one more to do over there, which is literally because I've just got to drill the ceiling out a bit of an angle, smoke alarm cable down, pattress in, 2 access points to drill through, and that's it. So, yeah, I finally conceded. I've been to McDonald's. It's the first rubbish food I've eaten in a very long time, but I can't be bothered to go home and make mincemeat and veg and rice. So, it's been a late one. Like I said, the customers don't mind me working late. I'm on a time frame that I really want to get as much stuff done to go to Ireland. I've just been booked in for 6 months and I've overshot the mark with how much stuff that I think I can get done within a day by myself. And it is such a big property, like I say, and it's a lived in one. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow, guys, when I start plastering. Love you, bye.